Don Giesbrecht. Last name is Giesbrecht. I'm the first sergeant of the 101st Weapons of Mass Destruction Civil Support Team out of Boise, Idaho. The CST is a National Guard entity that primarily exists to lend support to civil authorities to identify hazardous materials, mostly in conjunction with weapons of mass destruction, and then we advise on force protection or community protection procedures and advise on ways they can resolve the threat. The abilities that the CST brings to the civil authorities, we have quite a variety. Of course, we have hazardous material identification, and we have a whole spectrum of technologies available that we can bring to bear. We can identify chemical, biological, some radiation. Most teams are also certified on rope rescue and permit required confined space operations, so we're quite a package. The training required to become a CST member is pretty extensive. I would say during the first year on the team, our minimally trained members probably go through 6 to 8 months worth of training. Everybody is a hazmat technician level 2. That's our base point. It takes about 2 months to achieve that, and it just goes up from there. So we have a base set of requirements to meet, and that's the 6 to 8 month range. And our science officers, they can be gone. They can be in training for up to a year and a half. Well, every state has at least one. Some states have 2. The total of 57 teams throughout the United States, states and territories. So the exercise here, we're calling it the BAYEX. This is a chance for us to exercise bringing multiple CSTs together, working together as a single civil support team package in conjunction with firefighters, you can see, the Sheriff's Department, the FBI, different regional authorities. What we're focused on today, we had a threat on a train in this, in the BART station. Firefighters went in. They identified that it was a little outside of their range, so that CST was here to provide a little higher level of response. We have a very good relationship with civil authorities in Idaho, and the same is carried over into California. The same goes with the other CSTs. This is our first day training with the Oregon CST. We don't get the opportunity to cross-train with CSTs too often. Usually it's one team that hands off a mission to another team. Today we did more of a mashup between Idaho and Oregon, different elements from Idaho combined with elements from Oregon to form a single CST package, and it's been really good. Our training compared with our civilian counterparts is pretty similar. The regional response teams that the firefighters support, the RRTs, they're hazmat technicians as well. They're certified to the same level that most CST members are. We have relatively the same technology. Our TTPs, or our tactics, as far as what we do in a hot zone, warm zone, cold zone, those differ. And that's why it's nice to be able to come and actually work with different sets of firefighters, different sets of police departments. Really, it's just a big education. You get to see how everybody does it. In Idaho, we don't have a population mass this size, so this is kind of a new experience for us. We get to see how a fire department that is used to this size of population gets to operate, and then we can kind of take that back home and see how we can develop our processes at home, to fit a threat this size, of this magnitude. Yeah, if we saw, or if there was a threat of this magnitude that occurred, we would most definitely be able to combine with other CSTs and different civil support authorities or different civil authorities to mitigate and control the threat. That's why we do these exercises. You don't want your first time meeting somebody to be on a real call. So we set up these exercises, we get to know people, we get to know processes, and so when the real thing does happen, we already know each other, we already speak the same language, and we can iron out a lot of the potential problems early.